Just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Tennessee Titans. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They snap it at one. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
At the 32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Jackson. Airing it out deep for Smith. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jonnu Smith, 32 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Tucker McCann to kick off for Tennessee.
McCann's got it teed up. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Sanders' first carry of the game. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
First down, Denver.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there at 22. They'll run with Sanders. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The ball carrier.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Flushed out right. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
About a half yard from the end zone, third and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. So the Titans bring out Greg Joseph on fourth down.
A 28-yard attempt.
Joseph's got it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Jackson now. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. You often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll try to run with Sanders, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
Miles Sanders taking it in, and the Broncos draw a bit closer. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
14. Broncos 10.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They go play action now. Jackson, he'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On now is the Titans punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. He's at the 40. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
First down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run with Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Broncos.
Now Sanders. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's Sanders. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The 16-yard line.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
At the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The running back.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Again, the ball.
The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night. And whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Broncos' 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Goal.
Flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown. I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag. Ain't nothing. in the backfield. I just got a set like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no farmers, we ain't back. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow like a Viking. Like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stank. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I'm in the field like a Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border. Hold up, you know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the whole life and running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stank. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go.
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place.
And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard, when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man, suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the south side, is that big of the gallo?
Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, gun. Hey,
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want parts of your wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex.
Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket.
Look at the flex.
Just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Tennessee Titans. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wild card game. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
That's it, baby. We got work. Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe. Let me breathe for a minute, man.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now here's a throw that's complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
First down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this, it's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. On second down, it's Sanders. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. The gun. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Kill. Mike's 50. You gonna see me in your tree. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. 1st quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws, I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
First down, Broncos.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Sanders toss left side. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
The ball carrier.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
31's the mark. You can't hit. He's not going to get me. Get.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw now on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Running right, here's Sanders. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. from 17 yards out, and the Broncos will extend their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Sanders on 1st down, not finding much of anything there as he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now they toss out wide to Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football.
Their own 18-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Once again with Sanders. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
1-yard line.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Going for it with Sanders. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos push further out in front.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Play action. Now Jackson. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.